someone asked me on my last vlog if this was weave, and I was like, girl, no, this is my hair. I don't know where this even grew from. That is the worst middle part ever. Work your situation out. Work your situation out, girl. Hey guys, I'm Jerusha and you're watching JerushaCouture.pty. Okay, we're catching up. We're getting back on track. Let's not waffle. Let's just get on with it. We just have a little mini show and tell, a mini haul from that vlog. Because listen, at this point, it is just stupid. But shout out to one of my subbies who commented below on that vlog. Here is the ribbon. It is a 2026 ribbon. Who commented on that vlog just saying that she has these and bought these as well, but is now really scared to use them because of how we're meant to be influencers. I'm not influencing anything at this point. I'm just dumb, okay? I want to say to that subby that no, use yours. Absolutely use your mugs. I use them and abuse them. I think at this point it's me. It's the handling that's wrong. So for example, I'm going to interrupt myself in front of this camera by myself with no one here. I'm going to stop and say that I did reply to her saying, do you know what? I actually thought this, because she was like, could they be a design situation where maybe they're a little bit thinner in the top? And I thought that. I was like, oh my gosh, like bone china, maybe it's because my Tiffany & Co. paper cups have never chipped. And I always say it's the handling. But what I will say is that they're all on the outside rim, meaning age to cool mugs. And another subby asked me, what number is this? I'm so embarrassed. Shout out to Blondie Lux on Instagram. She's such a babe. I will link her below. But she has a tower in her dressing room, and we did the Hermes box Christmas tree. Listen, it was overflowing. We needed to put it somewhere. So I'm so embarrassed. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's a 7 back there. Back. Maybe that's my 4. 7, 8. That's 8. That's 8 sets of doubles. I'll let you do the math. Talk about pre-spend. My absolute obsession. And I saw a tag going around. There's so many great tags going around right now, but I saw a tag going around of what would you buy back straight away, not what would you keep in your collection, essentially, like not specifically handbags, what would you buy back? Doesn't even need to, like, if you lose it or if it goes missing. Jerusha keeps buying them back, even with tiny little chips. Guys, it's bad, okay? It's really bad. I can't stand that they have a chip. It grates on me. So it's almost like that's my problem. But getting back to the analysis that Will and I came up with is that every chip and all the damage is on the outside. So holding it, I'm right-handed, so holding it here, it's all on the facing side. Not the inside where you're drinking, it's the facing side. So you're washing the mug, you're putting in the dishwasher, which I do. I put them in the dishwasher, but even in my like 4th set of them, I stopped putting them in the dishwasher because everyone's like, that's what it is. It's that you put them in the dishwasher. We stopped dishwashing them. Jerusha stopped putting them in the dishwasher, and I still ended up smashing them anyway because I'm too fast, I'm too quick, I'm not focusing, and I'm just smacking them. We have a marble kitchen, so everything, it's very finite around this edge. It's not as if it's thin china. It's just very, I don't know, like my subby said, is it a design flaw? I'm not sure. I don't understand why they keep chipping so easy and my Tiffany & Co. don't. Here is the white and here is the black. That is the set, black and white, and you can just buy them individually as just one. So now I have 3 unshipped and one with a tiny little chip that, look, I have puttied it up before with epoxy and tried to let it go, but I see it. We're medicated, but I still see it, and it just, it wears on me. But nevertheless, you do the math. That's a Kelly bag right there. And I wanted to show you, this is so cute. I'm going to give this to Zaki. He'll make some little costume out of it. Maybe he'll make it into a headband. How cute. The brown paper that comes, Jerusha, that comes around the boxes, you know, you see it, sometimes you see it on the TikTok videos where they undo this and then unbox the handbags. These come, but now I've got these little caricatures of this little gentleman with his top hat throwing the paper away in the waste container. How cute is that? I'm going to give it to Zaki. He will love it. Do that. See, he's already making something with it. He's so creative, guys. He likes the little guy throwing out the trash. And he's got the little, I gave him the foam from inside the mug box that I clearly take care of. And also, I was going to tell you, you have something in this. What did you put inside?
Lassie! That's a Lego head.
Thank you, Zaki. Of course. See, what did I tell you guys? Why don't you show everybody what you made? Oh, what is it? What is it? Oh.
Starting race for cars.
It's a starting race for cars. Let me see the front.
Meow.
Here is the little card inside, which, you know, it's the care card. Jerusha should have read this from day dot. The set is stamped with the double H initials, H decor, which is the design and is used for everyday use. It is dishwasher and microwave safe. It is, see? So it's not bad that you put them in the dishwasher, Jerusha. Just don't smash them on your sink that many times. Anywho, moving on. And then in here we got... Actually, I got the samples. I got the samples of Jardin. Yes, this is such a fresh scent. It is a unisex and it's really, really fresh and beautiful. 2 samples of that one for Will and I, and then the new cologne for men. No, this is the rhubarb, that's right. I wanted to smell that as well. It's very sweet. These 2 guys, which you saw if you watched my vlog. If you didn't, I shall leave it here. Just running into the city super quickly. I'm so sorry for the sound. We are getting super strict. YouTubers are getting hit really strict with striking and monetized striking if we play any copyright music. Now, even if you hear it in the background far away, I feel so bad for full-time vloggers that take you into shops and whatnot. You can't control it. So I had 2 sections of that vlog. One had already just had preset music, which was now copyright. I didn't have any clue that it was. And another section, I was in a lift and the lift was playing music. You saw me. I'm talking. I'm completely talking. I'm telling you what I'm doing. That I was going back to get my Pearl Mini Chanel from Hermes, the Hermes. I consigned it with them. It didn't move. And then a subby wants to buy it and I'd rather sell it to her. So we went back and picked it up from the city. But the lift had music. So I had to completely reset music over it. And so it was reset. You couldn't hear anything. It was a shocker. But then I showed you these and I got my sales associate to put them back in Twilly boxes because I'm obsessed with Twilly boxes. I think they are just so adorable. I think they are so adorable. So she put them back in the boxes for me and we wanted that because we are going to do a little mini DIY tutorial on putting these on together because so many of you guys were like, wow, show us how you do that handle on a Constance 18. Do a little top handle using the actual leather strap itself, which I will do. So this was actually new. Like it had come in that week, which is quite interesting. So that's the Ligier Blanc and Orange. Listen, I gravitate to anything with harnesses, saddles, bridal wear. That's what my sales associate says as she goes, Jerusha, you just like anything that's horse related, which is so true. I even picked up, if you've seen that vlog, I picked up the one I already have on my gold Birkin in the orange colors and I was like, maybe this can go on my Kelly because I wasn't really set on the lanterns. Yes, I got the lanterns in black, noir and blanc as well to go on the Kelly when I bought it, but I wasn't set on it. I'm not a Twilly handle girl as such. Like I'd never put them on both handles of a Birkin and on a Kelly just to protect them. I don't like the fluff of it. I would rather just have it completely naked and as is. However, I have got used to them. So on Birkins, I like it on one handle, and I've got used to it on my Zanzibar Kelly. I don't use my apricot Kelly, but either way, I got the Blanc and Noir lanterns, and it wasn't sitting well with me, so we picked that up, and it did look really beautiful because I just wanted something a little bit deeper in tone. And this guy we got because we want to do the top handle with it, and I had already been eyeing it off, and then I saw Miss Dale's Addiction. No! She changed her channel name, my bad. Undone by Dale. She is going back down the Hermes road, and she just got this in the triangle in the same, I think the same gris. Is it gris? Is it gris pearl? I'm not quite sure. The greys, the same greys in this equator. So this is the equator Twilly with stickers over here. Yeah, it's green pearl. Go Jerusha. So it's got all of the little gorgeous creatures. It's very, very Dale. It is very Dale with all the pretty whimsical little creatures on it, but it looks so pretty on my Constance from Fashion File, the one and only Fashion File, who have just got brand ambassador with Cardi B. Did you guys see that? Oh my god, they just emailed me yesterday. I was like, look at our new brand ambassador, Jerusha. I was like, what? Brand ambassador for Fashion File. They are going like super glam international. Hey, look, they're unstoppable, okay? Brand ambassador Cardi B. What? So, my Constance 18 in the amazing anemone. This goes perfectly with it. Let's put it on as a top handle and DIY it together. Now, beautiful. This is so beautiful for a simple like black and white moment, and it's got the stamp there of the Hermes Paris. It's actually the street lights, I'm pretty sure. So the street lanterns. It's absolutely gorgeous, but on the Kelly, I just wanted a bit more zhuzh. I am obsessed with this bag, and I never ever thought I was a Constance girl, but I like a top handle. I really, really like a top handle. For access, just my lifestyle right now, I think with little ones, I just want to grab it off my car seat and things like that. So there is the way that you braid the actual Twilly itself so that you can still slide this in and out and use it as a strap. The Twilly's there, but I don't know, again, I like things solid. I don't like things fluffy. This is my DIY. I put it flat, I thread the strap through till we see the seam. So there you can see 4 stitches. There's where the seam is. They've hand sewn this strap together until it's in the middle, just like that, so that we have some sort of symmetrical thing going on. And I was like, okay, what we're going to need is permanent weave, so wrapping it around, weaving it around, and then permanent. So what length do I want it at? Okay, let's make my H Deco mugs do something useful, shall I? Because it'll just sit on top of the box. Please don't fall off the counter. So I was like, okay, this is really long. Let's double it up. So at first I doubled it up like this, and I folded it so the tag is a little bit off center, like so. I looped it under so that, as I said, we have to have secure on one side and then we thread. When I looped it under, I folded it like that so it's half, not as thick, and we tied that off so that you have over the top of the silver hardware, you have it secured like so. Let me just show you. So it's like crossing over the beginning of a tie as in a man's tie. Let's show you that up close. So there we go. First step is to take it under so it's secured on that side, and take it over the hardware, and then take it under the inside to start your twisting like so. So we just start weaving it, start braiding it up. So once you get it under that side and it's stable, you fold them together to be one, if that makes sense. You flip it under, does that make sense? And now it's one Twilly together, not crossed over. And then you start twisting. You start braiding it over and over. And this is where I say it has to be tight, like really tight. when I see girls, any brand, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's LV, I don't care if it's Coach. When I see girls put scarves or twillies on that are just bubbled, I'm so mean, just completely bubbled, it makes me cringe. Okay, so we come to the end, nice and tight. One of the ends you're just gonna loop underneath the strap and around the hardware. I keep saying if that makes sense. It's very hard to verbalize what we're trying to portray here, because you're gonna flip it underneath. As I said, we're gonna flip it underneath so it's stable under the hardware. That is the main thing we want to achieve, is stable under the hardware and then stable where you're making the handle. You just fiddle around with what you want the bow to look like. Maybe you want a bigger bow than that, or maybe that's enough. For me, that's probably a bit too big. I like them a little bit littler, like I just like a little tiny corner poking out rather than a whole thing, unless it's got a feature like my Zanzibar Kelly has the embroidery heart. Okay, that's even probably a bit too, like I would put the bow at the back. That's even still a bit too big for me. We will leave it there to not make it carry on too long, but you can just see the little ears fall there. But if I show you up close, you can see that is harnessed on the actual hardware. So it's on this side of, do you see it threading through? It's on this side of the strap over the hardware, making the braid, the handle, wrapping around that leather that we placed, and then coming down this side and wrapping around again over the hardware, because it has to be stationary. But my gosh, this is a complete game changer for this bag. Any size. It doesn't have to be either 18, 24 is also amazing. They obviously are a shoulder bag. There's no top handle, but to do it this way, I feel like it's so much more. I just don't like the braid. I know that like all the Twilly girls, the SA girls that are mad Twilly, amazing at Twillies, like even this sales associate that put it on, she had the big rose as a neck Twilly. It was stunning. I love the idea of just weaving it on the handle like that. So you can see it just picking it up there, just like that. Yes, we have been out at a fete with the boys, and Zaki pulled me over in my whole ensemble and I fell across the grass. It was absolutely humiliating. Ooh, girl, this belt is loose. Look at that. Yes, we need a new hole. But there we go. That is it. And I hope you can, that DIY, I know it's so difficult to show Twilly tutorials sitting down, but I don't have overhead cameras at the moment, but hopefully you could see that. I'll just turn my lights down so you can sort of see the color a little bit better there, or get some cutaway. But I just want to show you holding it as a top handle, and obviously if in a pinch you needed to slip your hand through just on your wrist, you can. It's just, I love it. It's a game changer for this bag. It is. I am going to do a quota bag collection video to just go over them with you anyway as another video. I have been asked to show them, and am I done? Pretty much. Pretty much, unless I go to Paris, I'm pretty much done. So this one, just showing you it again on my Kelly now in this video, it gives it so much more depth. It's just so gorgeous, so rich in texture as well, and I preferred that. I mean, this is an amazing Twilly, don't get me wrong, it's so neutral and beautiful, but I just wanted to have a little bit more, kind of like my bride's Stegala for the Birkin, just a little bit more oomph. So that is my mini Hermes haul and my little DIY of this top handle on this Constance. It is a game changer. If you have one, do it. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about Hermes. Are you on a journey? Are you thinking about it? Are you looking? Are you researching? Because when I'm researching bags and I come across videos like this, I just want to see. That is one of my biggest things now with YouTube, is I'm like, we need to go back to the olden days back in the olden days when I began YouTube, I want to see. I just want to see everything, and I want to see it up close. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see all of the finishes and fixtures, and that's just where I'm at. So when I come across these sort of videos, I like knowing and seeing. So let me know what you are thinking below, especially when it comes to Hermes. I know a lot of girls are over it. They're done. They're sick of hearing about it. They're sick of hearing about the brand, okay? They want something fresh. They want to go back to the old school LV days where we just sort of showed zippers and were obsessed with the hardware and the way it patinaed and all that sort of stuff. And I agree. I totally agree. I think you doing whatever you're doing, especially if you've come back around and you're starting to buy again from this sort of situation with Hermes versus being able to call your sales associate or walk into a boutique, try it on and purchase it. It's a very different world. It's a very different situation with luxury shopping, this versus that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. There is a new hype button available. If you swipe below, you can hype our videos, which is really good for YouTubers and the algorithm out there these days. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already and you wish to do so, there is a button below. I would super appreciate that, guys. I hope everybody is doing really well. I will see you in my next video. Take care. Peace.